It's me, Mario!
Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Earthbound, and this is the big part 40. Now you're wondering, what am I doing all the way back in It? Why am I not in Dalam continuing on with the pink cloud business like I said I would be doing in this part? Well, the reason is, there's this one thing that I forgot to do back in It. I don't know if I showed this back in the very early parts of this Let's Play, but in the very very southwestern corner of It, there's actually this house, and I put up the wrong background for this. Hold on a second. There we go. I didn't want to have my sound recorder in the background, because that would just look weird, right? Well, anyway, in the very southwestern corner of It, there's this guy standing right in front of this house. Let's see what he has to say. Doesn't this house look good? You can buy it for only $7,500. It has an ocean view and the sunsets are beautiful. Folks should have a place of their own. Do you want to buy it? Unfortunately, I am short on cash. Well, yeah, so you can talk to this guy right at the beginning of the game, but chances are at the beginning of the game, unless you grind a whole lot against the sharks that are roaming around town at the time, gosh, it's been such a long time since the sharks have been roaming around town, and where is the friggin' ATM? I want to find an ATM, but I almost got hit by a car while I was looking for the ATM. Actually, don't I have a map? Yeah, I totally have a map. And it looks like there's a hotel over there. I bet there's an ATM over there. They always have ATMs, right? But anyway, this house thing was actually available since the beginning of the game, but up until now we haven't really been able to afford this house. So maybe after I withdraw some money, I'll actually withdraw more than the amount needed to reach $7,500. I'll withdraw a couple thousand, actually. Yeah, so now we have more than enough money to buy the house, and the reason why I'm doing that is just so that we have enough cash to buy items and such later on. Like, who knows, we might need a few brain food lunches back in Dalam, and I bet we are going to, and there's a magic butterfly up there that I'm not going to bother with because we're already in full PP and everything. Yeah, we basically healed at the end of last episode, so I don't think we'll be in need of healing for a very long time. And this way I actually get to show you what direction this house is. So I guess it's a good thing that I had to go back to an ATM and get some money, but let's try this again, shall we? Blah 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 blah, the same thing you told me last time. Yes, I want to buy it! It's all yours now! Take some time and relax, hooray! And the guy's stepping aside, and what does our new house look like? What? This isn't a house, this is a piece of shit that is a lame excuse for a house, that's what it is. Look, it doesn't even have a wall over here, it just had... When I said it has an ocean view, they really meant it. They mean that you can see the view and there's not even a window or a wall behind it. But I guess that is to be expected, since we bought this house for what, $7,500? That isn't worth shit in today's housing market. Today, the cheapest houses go for about, I would say something like $200,000 at the very bare minimum. But there's no way a house would sell for $7,500 unless it is in precisely this condition. So I guess we really got what we paid for, didn't we? But I figure I'd just show you show that off to you anyway, since we could pretty easily throw around $7,500 at this. And I wonder if this is even required to do 100% completion, because I bet at some point we're gonna have to get our picture taken in front of this house. Although maybe not. Can we enter this house from the back? Because apparently, I guess we can't. That's weird. The house is open in the back, yet we can't even enter it from the back. That is weird. I didn't know that could happen. I never got that trumpet thing to trigger before in the last game. We just came across a random trumpet player, and I was totally expecting to play something nostalgic from Mother, but it actually sounds like some traditional classic song that I forgot the name of offhand, but let's see what this sign says. Even if you're poor, come and see how easy it is to own a luxurious second home. Luxurious? I doubt it. You call this luxurious? Tell me, do you call this luxurious? I mean, seriously, there are holes in the floor, the couch looks like it was torn up by multiple cats, and we're taking a picture in front of our sofa that looks like it was torn up by multiple cats. Oh, why the hell not? And the bed looks more like a sandbox than a bed. Don't you think so? I mean, that seriously looks like a shovel sticking out the side of it. And I totally forgot to say fuzzy pickles because I was so angry about the poor condition about this house. Well, it's ours, right? And I guess that is all that matters, right? Our house in the middle of our street. Our house. Blah, blah, blah. As Madness put it. Well, anyway, now that we bought a house, I guess, if you could even call it a house, I guess all we can really do now is teleport back to Dalam. I might actually go back to my house and switch some items around with Tracy, but after that, I'll meet you right back in Dalam. Okay, so we are back in Dalam, and we are back in front of this place, which is actually called Pink Cloud. This place is actually a sanctuary. I don't know if Okay, actually, this is a new enemy. We never seen this enemy before. This is a Thundermite. This thing is really strong because it can use powerful PK Thunder attacks, but this thing has crap for defense. This thing is weak against PK Freeze, so it's really easy to defeat it with those moves like that. So I'm gonna have both Peach and Toad use PK Freeze. I think Alpha will do it to the Thundermite. And this thing should be defeated pretty easily, and its body's solidified, so even if we fail to defeat it, and look, it just took one PK Freeze Alpha and one melee attack to defeat it. Wasn't that easy? Like I said, these Thundermites are just so easy to defeat. I bet I don't even have to use PK Freeze. I bet I could just blast it with melee attacks. But anyway, last time when we were in this dungeon, we actually went off to the left because we got the Bracer of Kings for Toad. And there are enemies up here. Let's see what these things are. Are these more Thundermites or what? Well, it's a Thundermite and a Tengu. Well, we've already seen the Tengu before, we already fought the Thundermite before, so I guess this will be nothing new, right? But one thing I noticed when last time we fought the Tengu was that I noticed that it was weak to PK Flash. So I could actually have Mario use PK Flash on it. I guess Alpha will do it just fine and see what it does to the Tengu. And I could have Peach one-hit KO the Thundermite with PK Freeze Beta. And Luigi can shoot the Thundermite just in case it has PP left. And Toad, I'll actually have you near the Tengu, see if that does anything. Thunderbite was one-hit KO'd and Toad turned into the Tengu. That was interesting. And the Tengu is crying. And the Tengu tried to breathe through his flute. I think that will actually put Toad to sleep if it had succeeded. But I guess either because the Tengu is crying, I guess what the Tengu is crying, that it doesn't know how to play the flute as well as it did before. And I just gonna have everybody else bash with melee attacks. And Luigi hit, but everybody else missed for some reason. And I guess Toad just auto-fights after he mirrors somebody, and for some reason he's not using any abilities. That's kind of weird, but that Tengu is defeated anyway. Tengus aren't terribly difficult, but God forbid if we run into a Conducting Menace or a Kiss of Death, because those are the two more difficult enemies in this area. In fact, I bet these will be at least one of them, and worse, they snuck up on us from behind. Okay, so in that battle, Luigi got to level 44, but he also got poisoned for some strange reason by the Tengu. Apparently, the Tengu has an attack where it can blow poisonous breath and just poison somebody, so that I didn't know. But here is basically the hallmark of this dungeon. We basically have these holes that we can fall down, and the remainder of this dungeon is basically going to be a hole puzzle. So if we fall down this hole, and we have a present, let's see what's inside it. It's a Sudden Guts pill, which I don't know if I'm even going to use, but I'm actually going to give a food item to somebody really quick. And also, while we were on our way here, I walked into this one house, and there was a treasure chest, and there was a jar of deli sauce inside, which of course will allow the holder to recover more HP. Actually, what I think I'm gonna do is I could just have Peach use the for sale sign. I'm gonna sell something useless like the handbag strap that Toad has. Because to be honest, I don't think the handbag strap is gonna do very much to an enemy. So I'll just use the for sale sign. And just walk around a bit. In a circle, walking around in circles, and for some reason a customer is gonna come even though there are enemies in the way. But let's sell a handbag strap. That's what I was gonna sell. Yeah, $19 is not a lot, but I just want to get rid of something, so yeah. So now we have a hole over here to the right, and we have a hole over here to the left, and a hole over there to the further left. So there are basically 3 holes that we can fall down into, and I honestly forgot which way is the way we're supposed to go. I think the hole to the left is the one that we're supposed to fall down to reach the sanctuary boss, if I'm not mistaken, but let's see what the right hole does. The right hole leads, And Toad leveled up after being struck by lightning, and that was kind of funny because that Thundermite used PK Thunder Beta this time, and one of the Thunderbolts hit Toad, and the other one tried to hit Mario, but then Mario of course has the Franklin badge, so that reflected the attack back at the Thundermite, so that was kind of interesting. But now I think we're all the way back at the beginning of the dungeon, so that's not cool. But I gotta use this opportunity to actually go back and heal, so I'll see you in a bit after I go heal. And it just occurred to me that I forgot to hit the pause button as I went back and healed, so apparently, I don't know how long it was before I stopped. I guess it was about 13 minutes or so. Okay, and my clock is now showing 18:20. I guess I'll go for like 7 more minutes or something. But anyway, I'm back to the spot, and I happened to find a magic butterfly when I went to this spot, so that was kind of nice. Now everybody's pretty much fully healed. So let's try falling down this middle hole and see what's in here. Enemies, that's what we have. And for some reason we didn't fight both enemies at once, unless that enemy is just not going to follow us, which is kind of fortunate. But that enemy was a Thundermite, and Peach actually got to use Psy Magnet on it to drain some of its PP, because I saw that Thundermite use PK Thunder, it must have PP. Okay, so in that battle, Peach felt strange. Is she still feeling strange? I don't know. No, she isn't. Good. I guess that status problem gets cured after a battle. But Toad leveled up and he learned Healing GABA. Let's see what that does, because I kind of forgot what it does. Healing GABA. Okay, so Healing Beta apparently does cure strangeness. I didn't know whether it did or not, but apparently it does. But Healing Gamma cures diamondization and paralysis, and also may revive a friend who has become unconscious, so that'll be a very helpful spell for Toad to have. And Mario doesn't even have it yet, which is even cooler, right? And there's a present down there, and... Wait a minute. Is that just the room where the Bracer of Kings was? Okay, that Conducting Menace was defeated pretty easily. It basically took 2 PK Freeze Betas to defeat it. But I guess that room was just where the Bracer of Kings was. So I guess I'll just kind of go back and I'll heal along the way, and I'll try falling down the left hole this time, so I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I am back, and while I'm here, since Peach is a little low on HP, I'm gonna demonstrate the jar of deli sauce by using a bag of fries on her. So if we do this, Mario took the jar of deli sauce, used it on the bag of fries, and Peach ate it, and now all of a sudden it just recovers 47 HP. What the hell is up with that? I don't know, maybe the jar of deli sauce makes the food more yucky in some case, because I thought I remember the bag of fries recovering more HP than that. I don't know, maybe I was wrong or something. But how much HP does Peach have left? Well, she can stand to lose a little more, so I guess I'll just fall down this left hole and see what happens. So here we have a present, and it is a rock candy. Now that is an item that'll randomly boost a stat, and I really want to increase Luigi's IQ. I don't know if it will increase IQ, but let's try using it on Luigi. Yay! His IQ went up by 1! Alright, what a fantastic turn of events that is, because I think the rock candy increases a random stat by 1, and in Luigi's case it happened to be IQ. I'm still making a save state for that, just in case the game freezes. But that was pretty darn awesome, that he just got he just got an IQ boost off of that. And actually, something really good will happen when Luigi's IQ reaches 45, and I think it's currently at 43. So, once he does that, he'll be able to fix one of his items, and that'll really help, and what did I sneak up on from behind? Well, that was fortunate. That was a Tengu and a Conducting Menace, and I was able to defeat those in 2 hits. But here is the Sanctuary boss right here. I guess we're at it already. I don't know if we're ready to face the Sanctuary boss with what status we are right now. I know Peach is a little low on HP, so I might have to give her a food item. Same thing with Luigi. And Toad, I think, will be fine, although I guess he could use a bottle of water or something, so I'll just give those things to people really quick. I'll give a croissant to Peach. Okay, so Peach's HP are maxed out, so I just want to use some of my food items just so I can. And I'm gonna use a beef jerky on Luigi, I guess. Luigi's HP are maxed out, and I'm gonna use a bottle of water on Toad. And he recovered 10 PP, and now I'm gonna make another save state, and I didn't want to do that. So, thank you for watching, everybody. I believe we're at the end of this episode, but stay tuned for part 41, in which we will battle this Sanctuary boss.